Optimize with Philip Levi. Here we go.
What's up? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Broga Move. Let's get going here. All right, so grab your mat, grab your whatever you got, and I want you to just start in a sitting or a kneeling. Actually, let's just come up to a kneeling position like this. And I want you to just hug them out. All right, give me 10, give me 9, give me 8, give me 7, 6. Check in with your body, see how you're feeling. 5, 4, 3, switch legs. 2, 1, and perfect. I've got a 60-second work, 60-second rest cycles, but we're just going to keep flowing through. I put the clock up just so you have something to see. All right, let's start in a high plank. And what I want you to do is let's just check in with the hips and the shoulders. Nice rainbow style, side to side, sag into those hips. Load the shoulders up, externally rotate. Load the shoulders up, externally rotate, stretching out the side body. For 10, for 9. Point those fingers out to the side. That's going to save your wrist. 8, 7, 6. You can see I'm folding my feet over to the side. Also 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Let that side body go. Let it go. One more time over to the left side. And perfect. Kicking into a downward facing dog. First downward facing dog of the day. Twist those biceps out and away from the ears. Let's just walk our dog out just a tad. Try to drive left heel down, Back of the knee is pushing back and away towards the back wall, back fence. And then switch it over to the right leg. Right heel down, right knee back, right hip up and back. And we're just going to pedal for 10, for 9, for 8, 7. Try to get deeper into that bicep rotation. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's walk our feet up and come into a full fold and just pulse here. Pretend you've got a keyboard that you're playing in front of you, just playing a few chords, and just pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go off camera a little bit here, but I want you to widen out your stance, and you're going to bring your hands, one hand over one elbow, one hand over the opposite elbow, and I want you to just start rocking back and forth, looking at left foot, look at right foot, look at left foot, look at right foot, and we're going to gradually get bigger and bigger with that swing, bigger and bigger until we bring it all the way up. 3 big circles. There's 1, 2. That was sorry. And this will be great. And perfect next. And if you're not feeling like, hey, I want to make a hit yet, that's fine. Just sway and get your feet ready. All right, huge big movement. Just you're going to go to the right side. Go to right side, 3, 2, 1, and all the way up and around. Swing it back. All the way up and around. Swing it back down. One more time through. All the way up and around. And swing it back down. Perfect. Bring those hands out. And now what I want you to do is walk your hands over to the right side. See if you can make it over to your right foot. And then walk your hands over to the left side. Over to the left foot. That'll be 2. Walk it over to the right. Walk it over to the left. That's 4. Walk it over to the right. Walk over to the left. Get the sun coming up over the back fence. Glare on the screen now. That's okay. I'll change the camera when we're done with this pose. We got 4 more. A little over 10, but guess what? You need it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come into a high plank. Hold high plank. Change this camera angle a little bit. There we go. Bring that forward. That should do it. All right, so you're in your high plank. Let's kick back to our down dog. I want you to drive into the ground with that left hand. Reach across with the right hand. Try Try to grab that left calf and look underneath for 5, 4, 3. Try to get more space out of his shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Back to a high plank. Drive hips up into that downward facing dog. Load that right shoulder up, reaching across, looking back behind you, underneath that arm. Push that up. 3, 2, 1. Back to our high plank. Downward facing dog. Reach across. Look underneath. Try to get that extension. Drive into the ground as hard as you can. 3, 2, 1. Back to high plank. Downward facing dog. Drive in with the right shoulder. Reach underneath. Grab that twist. Look. 3, 2, 1. Back to a high plank. Downward facing dog. Reach with the right. Driving with the left. Look underneath. Get that twist. Your spine loves this. I promise. Get more range. Push harder. 3, 2, 1. Boom. We're halfway there. That's 5 out of 10. Drive into the ground. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Twist. And push into the ground. 3, 2, 1. That's 6. Downward facing dog. Reaching across. Reach underneath. 2, 1. There goes an AirPod. And we'll put it back in. It's not staying in my ear this morning. Back to a high plank. Downward facing dog. Reach and twist. Drive into the ground with that right hip. 3, 2, 1. There's 8. We got 2 more. And downward facing dog. Reach and twist. 3, 2, 1. And back to a high plank. Last one. Here we go. Load that right shoulder. Reach underneath. Grab that calf and twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to a high plank. Let's cycle through a chaturanga, which is a fancy push-up. You're going to come down, push it up to an upward facing dog, and just squeeze glutes. And what I want you to do is you can chill. So let's back up here. Come down to the bottom of your push-up, right? And then let's bring it to forearms. And then what I want you to do is plant the hands on the ground. Forearms or elbows are right underneath your shoulders. And then you're going to draw the chest up. And you're trying to stretch all that tissue that is your stomach, that is your abs, that is all that connective tissue. And from here, I want you to favor the right shoulder, favor the left shoulder, stretch out the rib cage, favor right, favor left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you want a little bit more, you can keep doing that, but if you want a little bit more, I invite you to bring the hands up by the head, and I want you to squeeze glutes and then drive up and see if you can get a little more extension out of that spine. And this is a full upward facing dog. Now, if you can't, it's fine. Just hit your elbows, but just breathe for 10, 9, 8. Add that vision to the sky if you like. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And kick it back to a child's pose, please. Nice wide base with your legs. And we're just shifting right to left, opening up, flossing out the hips here as we sway. Right side, left side, right side, left side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come up to a tabletop position. Let's work on the spine for a little while, all right? So what I want you to do is inhale, come to a cat, look in at the belly button, and exhale into a cow. Inhale, cat, tuck tailbone, try to stretch out those vertebrae, and exhale into cow. Try to get a little bit more range each time you do this. Inhale into cat, and let's lean over to the right side, and then lean over to the left side. Come back to neutral, and exhale, cow. Inhale, cat, lean right, keep that cat, lean left, back to neutral position, and cow. Inhale, lean, neutral, big exhale. I'm not going to lean this time because I want to focus on getting more breath into the lungs. Let's go 4 more, okay? Here we go. Inhale. I want you to inhale the air up between the tops of your shoulder blades as much as you can. 2 more. 1 more time. Beautiful. Now let's take left hand, put it behind your head, and we're going to open up as much as we can. A lot of spine twists today. Open, 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 open. Stack those shoulder blades. Get that elbow as high as you can, and then close that shoulder blade on down to the ground as best you can. And when you're doing this, what I want you to do is try to keep this arm straight so you're pivoting on this shoulder. Up, 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 down, down, down. You're not going to be able to hit the ground. This thing is not staying in today. Clean my ears or something. So you're not going to be able to hit the ground, but that's not the point. The objective isn't to hit the ground. The objective is to get as much rotation as possible. See if you can touch that elbow to the very bottom of your forearm without breaking the base elbow on the right side. Inhale up and right back down. Inhale up, right back down. Now for the last 4, I do want you to bend. Okay, so open it up and then bring it all the way down to the ground. Open it up, 3 more, all the way down to the ground, bending the right elbow. 2 more, open it up, all the way back down. 1 more, open it up, all the way back down. Beautiful work. Switch it up. Left arm, drive straight in, right hand behind the head, open, open, open. Keep that left arm straight and do your best to get to your wrist with the right elbow. Open up, we got 5 of these. 2, open up to the sky as best you can. There's 3, open up. There's 4, open up. And there's 5. Now we got 5 more, and I do want you to bend the left elbow this time. So we're opening up, and I'll get all the way down to the ground. Open up, all the way down to the ground. Much easier when you're not holding yourself up with the left side. Open up, we got 3 more, all the way back down. Open up, back down, open up, back down. Last one, open up, and right back down, and you're amazing. All right, so let's get back into tabletop, and I want you to, there's no ceremonious way about this. Let's make it a little flowy, actually. So come into a high plank, downward facing dog. Kick that right heel down, left leg up and hold for 5, 4, squeeze your left butt cheek, 3, 2, 1. Now swing that left leg through, and I want you to not rest the back knee, but all we're gonna do is so you can come to a restful position and just feel what that feels like. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pulse that back knee up off the ground via the glute. So I want you to squeeze the glute and stretch that right leg up, and your right butt cheek is what you're squeezing to make this happen. We've got 10 of these bad boys. So you should feel a stretch in the hip flexor of the right side, and you should obviously be feeling activation in the right glute. So squeeze and lift that leg up for 2. It's a very subtle movement. For 3, 4, 5, grip into the ground with this opposite leg. Everything's working here. 6, 7, 8, 9, rest the knee, and 10. Very nice. And now from this position, what I want you to do is drive it with your right leg, draw that left arm up to the sky, and we're going to make huge windmills, as big as you can, in a reverse pattern. Backwards. 2, 3, we got 10 of these, huge, big as you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Left hand comes down, left leg goes back, downward facing dog again. Now we're gonna just breathe here for a second, walk your dog, make sure those biceps are away from your ears, shoulder blades are away from your ears. And we're gonna drive the left leg down, left heel down, right leg comes up. Squeeze those glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it through. Sun tends to rise, doesn't it? We'll just move that over there. So we're in this runner's lunge. We've got this relaxed position, but what we're working is glute activation in order to get more length out of the hamstring, hip flexor, and then bring it right back down. Glute activation, and then right back down. Glute activation, get that hip flexor open for 3, 4, squeeze glute, 5, squeeze glute, 6, squeeze glute, 7, squeeze glute, 8, squeeze, 9, squeeze, and 10. Now keep that leg up, keep that glute on, driving with the left side open up to the sky, and let's get reverse windmills. 10 huge windmills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and plant that right hand, kick the right foot back, downward facing dog, pedal, pedal, pedal those feet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go back up to a three-legged dog, left leg. Now I want you to open your hips as best you can. Open your hips towards the left side of the room, left side of the yard, wherever you are. And we've got 10 circles with that left hip. Reverse, backward circles. 2, 3, 4. All my weight is in my right arm here. I'm just balancing with the left. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swing through to a pigeon pose. Where would our practice be without a pigeon pose? Nowhere. And let's try to get it pretty active here. So get this shin up as high as you can and sit down. Like if you got your 6 shooters on your hips, I want to point it straight down at the ground. No flopping off to the side. And we're actively pushing our hips backward, using our back foot as a rudder here. And I'm pulling myself back with my back foot as I push myself back with the hips. And we're going to stay here until that timer runs out, just a solid 10 seconds. Just breathe. Maybe a little longer. Let's do 10 more seconds because our hips are all very, very tight, right? Right. Morning. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift through hips and heart. Place that foot right back into a high plank, downward facing dog. Let's start on the opposite side. Left heel down, right leg up, open the hips to the right. And now let's start a reverse rolls with the hip for 10. Driving hard into the ground with the left shoulder. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And perfect swing through that pigeon pose. Now my right side is a little bit tighter than my left side. I don't know if you're also a human being, but asymmetries are part of the human condition. Make sure that your 6 shooters are pointed straight at the ground here, and you're pushing back with the hips and pulling back with the toes. And we've got a nice, I'm just planting this shin here, this foot here, and working my ankle or my hips back so that I can get more twist, more external rotation at that hip joint. Let's stay here for 15 seconds, all right? Just focus on your breath. We're almost done. Almost done. Just breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant those claws and paws, lift through the hips and the heart, back to a high plank, downward facing dog. And we're gonna kick that left leg up this time, swing it through, back in front. You can, let's not rest the back knee actually. So if you need to come up onto your fists or onto your fingertips, actually, you can rest your knee as an option, okay? But if you have the range, then you can shift back into a Samson lunge from this position. And that's how I want you to do it. If you have the range to lift off the ground, then that's the modification that I want you to try. So shift hips back and forward. We got 10 of these. 2. Notice I'm rocking towards my heel. 3, 4, 5. I'm going from flat foot in the front to flat foot in the back as best I can. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful work. Kick that foot back, downward facing dog. Right leg comes up, swing it through. Now, you need to land the foot and you just shift back from here. That's totally fine. But if you have the range, let's float that knee and shift the hips back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, this right side's tight, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. Beautiful. Very nice. Come on into a seated position. Guess what? That's it, my friends. You are done for today. Let's find a seated position. We got 10 big, huge breaths. Fill up that column of air that are your lungs. That is your core, that is your midsection, okay? Eyes open, eyes closed, whatever you want to do. Fill the top, the bottom, the front, the back. As much as you can. We're going to do a breath hold at the end. Relax the face, relax the shoulders. Three more. 2 more. One more time. Here comes the big hold. If you got 30 seconds, do 30 seconds. If you got a minute, let's see if we can do a minute. There's 20. There's 30. And there's a minute. Nice job, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on Broga Move. We'll see you Wednesday for Ken Stretch. Go have an amazing day. Peace.
If you found the content interesting and helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you out there.